How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled YouTube channel. In today's video we'll be talking about a very popular altcoin, which is of course going to be Kaspa, or KAS for short. Of course, before we do get started with the video though, of course this is not financial advice, guys, so make sure you go out and do your own research and come to your own conclusion before investing into any coins or tokens that I mentioned in my videos. With that out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. So why in today's video am I covering Kaspa? Well, if you've been a subscriber to the channel for a while now, you know that I love Kaspa. I've talked about it before in many different videos, and one of the main reasons why I still cover Kaspa is because I really do believe that it has an extremely hopeful future, and I really do believe that the market cap that it's currently sitting at is currently very undervalued, and I believe the market cap should be way higher than it currently is. If we look at the 1 day, 7 day, monthly chart and the yearly chart, we will sort of see a little bit of a bigger picture about how the current state of Kaspa is actually performing. You see over the last day, Kaspa is actually down around 4%. Over the last 7 days, almost down 20%. And if we switch it to the monthly, it's around, down 11%. This might seem a little bit negative to a lot of people at first glance. However, this actually isn't Kaspa's fault at all. The whole of the cryptocurrency market is actually down. So if we go across and look at the coin market cap rankings here, you will actually see that basically every single one of the coin, apart from Tether, which is of course a stable coin, and USDC, which is also a stable coin, you will see all these other altcoins and cryptocurrencies are all currently down. So it's not only it's not only specific to Kaspa, but every single coin is actually down. And I believe that this is, very common and normal to see, because if you guys didn't know, we are actually having the Bitcoin halving in less than or around 3 days, which is an incredibly short amount of time. And if you guys haven't been around the cryptocurrency markets for a while now, you wouldn't know that around this sort of around the Bitcoin halving time, a lot of people sort of buy the hype before the halving. And then sort of as it gets very close towards the halving, a lot of people tend to sell off, because what happens is basically just after the halving, a lot of people tend to sell their coins. So what normally happens is people try to get ahead of the curve and sell before the halving, and so it creates this whole knock-on effect throughout the whole of the cryptocurrency market. So yeah, when we look at Kaspa, we see that it's down 11% over the last sort of month. This is, nothing to worry about at all. This is a very normal pullback in the cryptocurrency market, and it's, like I said, it's happened to all these different altcoins. You can see the whole market is currently having a little bit of a crash, or maybe a little bit of a pullback, because we have been seeing some absolutely incredible growth recently within the cryptocurrency markets. We look at the current market cap of Kaspa, you see it's around $2.7 billion, which I truly do believe that this is still incredibly undervalued for a coin like Kaspa, because as I'll talk a little bit more later on in the video, I'll talk about the actual technology behind Kaspa and how it's actually revolutionized the sort of transactional world in the cryptocurrency space. You see the 24-hour volume of Kaspa is actually almost up 15%, which is very nice to see as well. Currently sitting at just around $78.4 million in volume. Current circulating supply of Kaspa is currently sitting at around 23.3 billion Kaspa, with the current circulating supply being 81.36% of the total or the max supply. So this is also very nice to see with Kaspa, because of course we're not going to experience an incredible or a large amount of dilution. So you guys are, you are fairly safe in terms of, not getting your coins diluted when more coins actually come into circulating supply. So what is Kaspa all about then? I'm sure a lot of people watching the video already know all about Kaspa and what is its main goals, what is it all about. But for all those people who don't know, I'm on the official website here, kaspa.org, if you want to come check out for yourself here. And let's first read the definition of what Kaspa says it is about itself. Kaspa is the fastest open source, decentralized and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. So to put it very simply, Kaspa is of course a layer 1, and it's all about transactions. So it's basically, Kaspa is all about the most basic form, the most basic goal for a cryptocurrency, which is of course being used as a currency. But why so many people are bullish about Kaspa is because Kaspa is actually here to do what Bitcoin was originally set out to do, but its main goal is to basically just do it better. So, be able to be, more scalable, a lot faster. And how it's actually able to do this is actually using its own patented, unique technology, which they have actually developed. And so, like I said at the start of the video, I believe I said about Kaspa has actually completely revolutionized the transactional world within the cryptocurrency space. you will actually see that this is actually their own unique technology right here, which is they have actually called it BlockDAG. So it's very similar to a blockchain, however it is much more efficient, and it is very different in the fact that it can complete a lot more transactions within the same amount of time, actually a shorter time than a traditional blockchain. You will see here, this actually gives a bit of a diagram about the BlockDAG of how it's different to blockchain. Whereas, blockchain, how traditional blockchain works is the next block can only be solved once the previous block is completed. However, with the BlockDAG, this is actually not the case. It actually is able to reroute around different blocks, which are, that is one of the main reasons why blockchains are so slow, because if a block gets stuck or for whatever reason it takes a while for that block to get solved, then the whole network gets backed up. However, with a BlockDAG, this is, not a issue, not a problem anymore, because like I said, it's actually able to, as you can see from the diagram, reroute around this actual block and take a different route and still be able to complete a different block while the other block is still being completed. So it's incredibly smart and incredibly cool to see. And like I said, this is completely unique technology which has never been developed before. And so this is why many people, including myself, are so bullish about Caspa, because they really are completely changing the cryptocurrency space and making the most basic and simple thing, which should have been completed years ago, which should have been solved years ago, to actually make the blockchain faster. But no one has actually done it until Caspa has actually come along and managed to actually solve this huge issue. Another reason why people love Caspa is that they've had a fair launch, which was November 7th, 2021. You can see no pre-mine and no allocated coins, which is an absolutely huge thing about Caspa as well. Many people love to invest into coins, especially when they have a fair launch, because of course that means that no developers or the owners or whatever have taken a huge chunk of the coins, and they basically have now, they don't have any huge control over Caspa. If they are able to, if it wasn't a fair launch and they were able to accumulate a hell of a lot of coins, then they could basically sell off and completely control the market. If we go across the last part of the video here, which is of course my personal price prediction on Caspa. If you haven't guessed already, my personal price prediction for Caspa is of course going to be bullish. I see Caspa doing incredibly well in the future, just because of the fact that I believe it is a huge competitor to Bitcoin, which of course Bitcoin is the #1 cryptocurrency. And so once people start to compare other cryptocurrencies to Bitcoin, then these other altcoins like Caspa just start to blow up, because people think, oh, look at the market cap and the price of Bitcoin. If a competitor is actually able to do what Bitcoin is doing but just do it better, then people start to get very bullish and start to basically FOMO in the fear of missing out on the next sort of big coin, because of course if they're comparing it to Bitcoin, they're in their head they might see Caspa being right up there next to or even overtaking Bitcoin in the future. We can see Caspa is currently sitting at, I believe it's around the 40 rankings here on the coin market cap, and with a market cap of around 2.7 billion, I believe that in the next sort of year and a half, I believe that Caspa can easily do a 5x. I believe that Caspa should be much higher up in the rankings here. I really do believe that Caspa should be higher than other big cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Tron, definitely bigger than Shiba. Just for the fact that, like I keep saying, the technology behind Caspa and the fact that they've completely revolutionized the crypto space, I really do believe that Caspa should be way higher up the rankings. So yeah, I believe that Caspa should be around the $12 to $13 billion market cap within the sort of next year and a half. So apart from that, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching the video. Of course, if you are new around here, make sure you do hit the subscribe button. Also, comment down below what you think about Caspa. Are you going to invest? Are you already invested? Sorry. And apart from that, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.